Entrana is an island home for monks of the Saradomin faith. It can be found within the southern seas of Asgardia and accessed by ship. The land of Entrana is important to the followers of Saradomin, as he was said to have entered Gillinor during the Second Age, descending first on the island of Entrana. The presence of Saradomin can still be felt on the island today, particularly in the magical animals that live there, namely the unicorns. It was many years before humans made permanent settlements on Entrana. Though the histories do not give an exact date, settlements in Asgardia such as Falador and Entrana sprung up between the years 500 and 900 of the Fourth Age, making Entrana one of the oldest continuous human settlements. The monks of Entrana maintained a quiet existence. As such, there are few notable events in the history beyond this. The monks have imposed a strict set of rules regarding what can and can't be brought to the island. Generally speaking, weapons and armour are prohibited, as are many tools. The people of Entrana have made their livelihood in glassblowing and farming. They also dabble in fishing and herb lore. The High Priest leads the rest of the island from the notable church. At some point in Entrana's history, the wise old man spent time meditating with the monks of the island before journeying elsewhere. Today we're going to slow down and try to humble ourselves. We had far too much of an ego trip last week, so I think it's time to return to our normal selves. Entrana is a peaceful place, so we have no combat achievements today. We aren't allowed to take weapons or armour onto the island, and our combat abilities are one of the sources of our inflated pride, so it's probably for the best. We do have a single achievement today. We will need to take the boat to Entrana from the docks in Port Sarim for that achievement. We do have a few skill-based tasks that I'd like to do today. Notably, we need level 15 fishing and level 5 cooking. Entrana has several fishing spots, and I'd like to fish and cook an inventory of shrimp, sardine, herring and anchovies. This should give us some time to relax and contemplate while we fish. Entrana also has a hops patch. Given that Entrana is within Asgardia, the Asgardian seeds we picked up in Draenor Village seem appropriate. They have a level 8 farming requirement. I also want to work glass. We can learn how to do that from Fritz the glassblower on Entrana. I think working glass until we have level 25 crafting seems appropriate. Finally, there are a few miscellaneous tasks to do here today. I will need to make a purchase at Frinco's Fabulous Herb Store, the only shop on the island. I'll also be looking to play the church organ, hopefully a little better than in Lumbridge. Finally, I plan to enter the island while wearing a monk robe top, monk robe bottoms and a holy symbol. With this plan in place for today, let's begin. So we've come to Entrana with the intention of humbling ourselves by spending time with the monks. Entrana has a strict policy preventing weapons, armour and other items on the island, so we're going pretty bare today. Taking the boat from Port Sarim to Entrana was an achievement. We're not doing a great job humbling ourselves by getting achievements so quickly for so little. We've heard about the Entrana glassblowers from the wise old man. I ask at the docks and I'm given directions to a man named Fritz, who is the master glassblower.
Hello adventurer, welcome to the Entrana furnace. I'm Fritz.
You're just the person I'm looking for. My name's Citizenscape. I've heard of your skill in glassblowing.
Glassblowing is my livelihood. Were you looking to learn? I've always wanted an apprentice.
Yes, please. I've heard that you're a master in the craft and that your goods are excellent.
Well, it's a matter of patience and intuition. You have to really feel the glass.
Patience, huh? Perfect. How might I get started?
You'll need to bring 2 ingredients, soda ash and sand. You can make soda ash by collecting seaweed from the rocks to the north of the island. You'll need to burn it over a fire for the ash. Feel free to use my range.
Thank you, that's very generous.
For the sand, we have a pit just over there where you can collect it. Please, take my bucket to collect it. Once you have soda ash and sand you can mix them in my furnace to make molten glass.
I'll get a start on that. Thank you for teaching me. So we head to Fritz's house and get the spare glass-blowing pipe. Fritz has a nice quaint garden, a bench, flowers and potatoes. It seems like a peaceful life. We make our way over the bridge to the north and we can see a number of wild unicorns. They do not fear me as I pass them. They must be used to humans. We see a weird set of ruins similar to the other runecrafting altars. Perhaps we'll be able to come back here one day and learn more about it. By walking over the shore, we can collect seaweed on the ground. There's a bear nearby, but it's not aggressive towards us. The animals seem to be calm on this island. Once we have seaweed, we can collect our sand. I got a spare bucket out of the tall leprechaun for some sand also. We can use Fritz's range to cook our soda ash. With both ingredients, we can start to make molten glass. We can make some repeat trips to collect sand and turn it into molten glass. It's slow with only 2 buckets, but we're starting to learn patience. With some more seaweed, we can finish our first load of molten glass. Fritz will buy it from us for 20 gold each. That seems like a good deal. It's time for us to do some crafting of our own though. We collect and cook up another inventory of soda ash. We can make beer glasses, candle lanterns and oil lamps at our current level. Let's make another inventory of molten glass. Alright, now we have a full inventory. I think it's time we correct a mistake. I'm going to make 9 beer glasses first off. While we're here, I'm also going to make a candle lantern and then use the rest of my inventory to make oil lamps. We have a candle in the bank, so now I can put it into the candle lantern. Last time, we made a fool of ourselves in Lumbridge and stole 9 drinking glasses from the pub. I think we should make up for it by gifting these glasses. That felt like the right thing to do. We're going to keep making glass products and work our way to level 25 crafting. Okay, that's our crafting goal for today. We have 2 molten glass left over, so we can sell them to Fritz and get an even 500 gold for our sales. Over near the sandpit, we can speak with Brother Mazion. Hello, brother. My name is Citizenscape.
Please leave me alone. A parrot stole my banana.
What?
Nice weather we're having today, isn't it?
What was that about a parrot?
Hello, Citizenscape. Fine day today.
Did you want me to fetch you a banana?
Nice weather we're having today, isn't it?
Well, I don't think Mazion is in the mood to talk right now. When we keep checking out the island, we find a hops patch. We're in Asgarnia, and I did buy some Asgarnian seeds in Draenor village. It may be nice to plant those here. We have some money from selling glass to Fritz. I think we should make our purchase from Frinko now. We can afford to buy a pack of 100 water-filled vials. It's only 201 gold. I'm sure those will come in handy one day. There's another man here named August. He seems to be working on a project of some kind, but when I ask him about it, he tells me that it's a secret. I respect his privacy, so we'll leave him to it. There's a well here just outside of Frinko's store. We can fill up our buckets here to make use of the local resources. Let's head into the church and talk with the high priest.
Greetings. Welcome to our fair island. I hope you find your stay spiritually uplifting.
Thank you, that's what I'm hoping for.
Spend as much time as you need.
Looking around the church, we find an altar to Saradomin. Let's make a prayer real quick. There's an organ upstairs. The last time we played the organ, it was a tragedy. I think we should spend some time practicing to get it right. Well, practice makes perfect. If we keep it up, we may be better one day. On the southeast of the island there's a small hut with a fishing rod and a pier for fishing. We should come back with bait and a net to make use of it. Further exploring the island, we find a farmhouse to the north. Nobody seems to be home. Let's leave them an oil lamp as a gift for when they return. Citizenscape finds a nice quiet spot under an oak tree to rest and just looks out over the island. A monk guards a tunnel within a ruined house. He warns me of dangers within the tunnel. He tells me that it's one way and that evil lurks down there. Apparently, once down there, contact with Saradomin is impossible. He tells me that the only way out is through the wilderness. We're not looking to be a hero and take out any evils, but it may be worth scouting it out. We're trying to humble ourselves, but we're still an adventurer at heart. Descending into the cave requires a leap of faith. The ladder doesn't extend the whole way down. The monk was right, there's no way back up this way. As we continue along the path, we find zombies. There must be some dark necromantic forces here. As we're just scouting, we pass them to find demons down here too. They're tough and aggressive, but we manage to shake them. We find a strange tree. It feels magical and protected somehow. Okay, let's make our way out of here. We're in deep wilderness. The best way to get out is just run south. There we are, out. Let's get back to Entrana. I let the High Priest know what I saw down there. The island seems to be protected, however, so it shouldn't be a threat. Let's plant the hops now. We normally have a gardener take care of them, but in an effort to humble ourselves, we'll take care of it today. We water the plants and just spend a bit of time looking out over the ocean. Our crops have grown slightly. Time to water them again. While we wait for them to grow more, I think we can do some of that fishing. We're looking to fish sardine, herring, shrimp and anchovies. Fishing is a patience game, which suits us today. With a full inventory of fish, we can get a start on cooking. Our patience is rewarded with both a fishing and cooking level. We did burn a few fish, but mistakes happen. It's okay. Let's return to our hops. While we wait for our crops to grow again, we go and get some appropriate attire for the island. With our monk robes and holy amulet, we fit right in. Father, I've spent time on the island and I'm feeling much more positive. Is there anything more that I can do to embrace this life?
Have you tried meditating? Many monks find clarity when meditating in places away from civilization.
I can try it. Where would you suggest?
You'll need to find that right place for yourself.
Oh, okay. So we head back to the hops patch to think about a place to do just that. Once our hops are watered, we have a bit of time. We find a nice spot on the mountain north of Falador. This seems like the sort of place where we could just stay and think. Something about it just isn't right for us, however. We need a sign from Saradomin. He seems to be pointing south. What's down that way? Remington, of course. We return to our roots, our humble beginnings. It's not away from civilization like the High Priest suggested, but our goals are about integrating within settlements and becoming a citizen. We can't lose sight of that. We're back in our humble home. It's nice to just sit in our house and remember. We return to our crops and they're ready. We're not going to harvest them, instead we're going to leave them grown. That way we leave the island nicer than we found it. That's our final goal today. We've remembered our purpose and can set out to new lands, humbled by our experiences here today. It's time to hang up our monk robes and head to our next destination. We did some bad things the last time we were in Karamja, and it's time to fix that. Please join me next time as we return to Musa Point.